Hey guys, Spoofy here. Oh wait, 1 second. Well, it's finally here. After almost 5 years of waiting, several fan songs, fan games, theories and speculations, Chapter 3 is out. And how was it? Well, it was okay. Wait, let me explain. Let me start off by saying that I love Deltarune, obviously by my channel. It's one of, if not my favorite games ever, and I was one of the millions of people who couldn't wait for Chapter 3 to come out and nail the landing. And it did, for a lot of parts. The characters, like Tenna, were awesome. The music was great, some songs a little lackluster in my opinion but still really solid. I loved the minigames, I'm a little too obsessed with the Guitar Hero 1. And the boss fights were just awesome and fun, especially tennis. Mixing in the gameplay of WarioWare into the battle system was a really awesome change of pace for the types of battles we've been used to. And don't get me started on the end of the chapter, dude. The night. We met the knight in Chapter 3, like this early. I'm not complaining, I'm just kind of shocked. And the idea of it being a secret boss is really unique. I'm happy the secret boss wasn't just a spam-ton V2 fight. But, I'm more on that later. I also really loved the opening to this chapter. Seeing Ralsei give us genuine lore about the Dark Worlds was really cool. It was really nice to already see Ralsei have a lot more personality in this chapter right off the bat. He feels shame and sadness for just existing, that's so sad. But also really cool, haha. In general, I really liked Chapter 3, it did a lot of things well in my opinion, and you can tell that Toby and the team put a lot of effort into it. However, I do have some gripes with it that I'd like to talk about. In the past 2 chapters so far, we've been able to explore vast areas with tons of personality right off the bat, with really amazing songs to accompany them. Field of Hopes and Dreams showed us a colorful, mysterious area that looked like it was right out of Alice in Wonderland, with a ton of really pretty visuals. The cyber world showed us a huge techno-style area themed around technology, with glowing lights, fireworks and a big city in the back, giving it a ton of personality. Not to mention have one of my top 5 favorite songs in the game. Then for Chapter 3, you enter the first area and, well, okay, we have to talk about the board sections. Look, I think the Zelda minigame idea is really good. It's a nice break in gameplay that can help pacing. Chapter 2 did something like this with Queen, with the punch-out section. The difference though, is that part lasted only like 5 minutes. The Zelda area though, I feel like it just goes on for way too long. The first 10 minutes is definitely super charming, sure. But by the 30-minute mark and it's still going on, I won't lie if I said it wasn't overstaying its welcome. I found myself super bored in this section frankly, just waiting for it to end so I could finally explore the Dark World. And the music, oh boy the music. Look, it's not terrible. I don't really think any of Toby's music is bad, but in my opinion the music in this section was seriously bland. That's just a personal thing though, I can see how somebody else would love the music in this section. It's not all bad though. I really like the fights in this section. The shadow guy, camera, thing and the weather couple were all really fun to play against. La Nino is really hot, I want him. If it weren't for these fights in this section, I would have really hated it. Also, the part where Tenna turns all evil and makes us play the Doom board, like, I think the idea behind it is great. It's Tenna needing people to like him, so he makes you reaffirm your likeness towards him over and over. But it does drag on for a little too long. Like I got the message by the 3rd Doom board. I really just wish the world itself was more fleshed out. You know, it doesn't have to be a Chapter 2 sequel or anything, but the exploration of the Dark Worlds is what makes the areas feel magical. And yeah, we do eventually get to explore the backstage, but I'm not super fond of that area. I feel like it's missing a lot of personality and life a lot of the areas before had, but that could just be me. The music is super good though. I initially didn't like TV World at first, but it's definitely grown on me. Oh, and the other secret boss. Let's talk about it. Again, I've already talked about how the knight, so I'll just skip to talking about Aram, which people are saying is actually the chapter's secret boss, but I don't know. It definitely is a secret boss, but I won't pair it with the other super bosses we've met before like Jevil or Spanton. That doesn't mean it's not really awesome though. To even get to fight it, you need to play the previously mentioned Zelda board from earlier, but with a sword. This instantly makes this part not boring for me anymore, haha. And the amount of personality we can see from Chris in this section, it's really awesome. Not to mention the Snowgrave parallels. So genius. I love you, Toby. Well. Closing thoughts. Did I think Chapter 3 was good? Sure, but there were just a lot of decisions made that I really was not a fan of. I think my main issue is its lack of replayability. You would have to love the adventure board at the beginning to want to play it over and over again. I tried it myself and just couldn't do it. And yeah, the roaring frog fight is in this chapter, sure, and it's incredible. But that one part doesn't also make the chapter incredible too. Though, if you were to say that this chapter was your all-time favorite, I wouldn't blame you. There's a lot of appeal in this chapter to a specific audience, but I just don't think it was for me. And that's okay.